And a very good Saturday morning, afternoon, evening to you, the Whenever Saturday podcast with your host, me, Andy Pollack. Going to go to our sponsors first. Now, we talk about how expensive it is to be a WWE fan. You got to worry about not only paying for Netflix to watch Raw on Mondays, but then you got to figure out, oh, how am I going to watch NXT on Tuesdays? How am I going to watch SmackDown on Fridays? So I know I got to find a way to watch the CW in USA Network, but then you also got to worry about the fact that you're dealing with the expensive, ridiculous ESPN All Access streaming service, which is $30 a month. Who wants to pay that just to watch WrestleMania on April 18th and April 19th? But what if I told you there is a way that you can keep everything on Netflix? Don't have to worry about everything that comes at the cost. Well, Proton VPN for just $9.99 a month is a very good value. So what are you getting for $9.99 a month? Well, believe it or not, it's not $9.99. I just got the updated script here. Oh man, people have got to start giving me these updated scripts. It's the spring sale. Yes, $3.49 a month for 1 year apparently. For $41.88, you can get 10 devices at a time, high VPN speeds, 1,500 servers in 120 countries. Stream your favorite TV shows and movies, block ads, trackers, and malware, priority support, and live chat. Again, it is $41.88 for the year. I know the 2-year plan is still $71.76 for the VPN Plus. And again, still $9.99 if you want to pay monthly. So again, you can watch NXT, SmackDown on Netflix with a high VPN speed. Also, you'll be able to watch WrestleMania on April 18th and 19th if you don't want to pay for the ridiculous and expensive ESPN, or let's say if Optimum hasn't authorized it yet, or YouTube TV is still playing Juggernaut with that. So what are you waiting for? Check out ProtonVPN.com. So now that we're talking about April, I guess it's time to talk about taxes. Yes, April 15th is approaching. Time to start thinking about filing your taxes if you have not done so yet, or it might be time to get an extension. But anyhow, are you looking for somebody in Long Island that can help you file your taxes? Well, why not go to Michael Longobardi and Associates? For over 35 plus years, Mike and his associates have offered bookkeeping, financial planning, financial statements, payroll services, business tax returns, tax planning, and of course, individual tax planning services. So, again, very important to know that Mike also, if you are a business, and this is important to note, that there are some important filing dates for business taxable services coming up later in the month. Michael is a certified public accountant, CPA, so you know you're getting the best tax planning service you can get in Long Island. And funny enough, here's the weird thing. I'm actually going to be not too far from his office the day before tax day. I have an event to go to on Jericho Turnpike on April 14th. So that's a weird coincidence that we're even talking about taxes. So anyhow, time to really start thinking if you haven't filed yet. So go check Michael Longobardi and Associates out if you need your taxes filed before April 15th. 9A Vernon Street in beautiful downtown Floral Park, right across the street from Tulip Avenue and close to the Floral Park train station. Visit mlongobardi.tax.com. That's where all his information is. You want to contact the office, maybe email Michael. It's all there on the website. I don't need to go give the contact info because it's all on the website. So again, Michael Longobardi, tax.com. So, oh boy, I love talking about this sponsor. Okay, so this is the updated script that Pete gave me for this week, and it's a good thing we went over it. Okay, so is your car giving you pothole trouble? Yes, Pete actually wanted me to read this. Is your car giving you pothole trouble? Are you having an issue with your suspension or your tires? Or just because those nasty potholes are clinging life to your car, or you blew a tire like unfortunately my dad did this week, and we're going to have to see him. You want to check out Pete's Auto Care and his specialist, Elvis. So if you're having issues with those nasty potholes, which they've been a real problem this year, oh boy, you think the snow has been bad, deal with the potholes, then you really are having issues. So, you're having issues with your suspension, Pete's the guy to handle it. So, Pete would definitely be able to deal with that. Again, I know it's been a very rough winter to deal with those problems. So, yes, there's also other services that Pete offers. I mean, if you are curious about what repair services Pete and Elvis do offer, what I want you to do is go to this website, okay? Visit Pete'sAutoCareNY.com. All his other services to repair your vehicle, well, he offers, I know for a fact he does offer a New York State inspection, and you need your oil change, and you hit that 1,000-mile mark. Doesn't have to be an even 1,000, but it could be whatever number the dashboard says. You need that oil change. Pete and Elvis can handle it. I mean, if you are in Limbrook, drive on by 194 Horton Avenue in Limbrook. Again, you can visit Pete'sAutoCareNY.com. And last but not least, Islanders are back home at UBS Arena tomorrow night against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Do you need a bite to eat on Hempstead Turnpike before the game tomorrow night? Well, that's why we're going to talk about the Stop 20 Diner. So I know Sunday night you might be going with kids. They're going to be antsy for food. The Stop 20 Diner has an extensive children's menu. For the adults, there's specials available. So I know in this economy, it's a lot to ask given price of gas keeps going up. So, yes, good affordable food, good food quality. And I'm going to say this again. For the dessert, you need to try the brownie. Take it from me. I've had it before. It's delicious. So, again, you need a bite to eat before the Islanders Blue Jackets game tomorrow night. Or if you're in Elmont in general, let's say you want to go to the new the new outlets they have over by UBS Arena. They do have outlets there now. Also, let's say you want to take a trip to Target, right? Target's not too far from there, right? They have a Target on Hempstead Turnpike not too far. So, Stop 20 Diner. 1336 Hempstead Turnpike in Elmont. Visit stop20diner.shop. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to talk about three things this week. I'll recap the Oscars, finally give my reactions to those, because I have not had an opportunity to do so. That's why we have the podcast. Also, I want to talk about preview the upcoming iHeartRadio Awards taking place on Thursday night, and hopefully I'll recap them next week. And I'll preview the upcoming baseball schedule. We'll talk a little bit about March Madness next week because the tournament's just starting. I know St. John's destroyed Northern Iowa tonight, and they have a huge game tomorrow against Kansas. And by the way, for Subi Ejiofor, Kansas was his old school. Let's go figure that out, right? It's like a freshman before he transferred to St. John's, Subi Ejiofor. And by the way, when you see Subi play, I've met Subi. He is a very tall guy. I'm telling you now, when he gets to the NBA, look out. He's going to be Somebody who you're not going to look forward to playing every night. That's all I'm going to say about Subi. So I digress. We'll get into March Madness next week. I promise, okay? So with that being said, let's recap the 98th Academy Awards. Now, the ratings are out by now, and ABC is not too thrilled about one thing. They actually lost around 3 million viewers. Because last year, no, they only lost 2 million. Right. So last year, they had around almost 20 million people watch last year. This year, it was only around 17.86 million viewers that did watch. So it was mediocre. Could be a lot worse. So, opening monologue really didn't feel like it was last year, because last year you had, like I talked about, Conan O'Brien and Adam Sandler having dialogue, but last year was more special. This year, I don't know, it just felt ordinary. But there was some important things that did happen. There were some things that, did get acknowledged here, okay? So first things first, and this is kind of important to acknowledge, Barbra Streisand, okay? So Barbra Streisand did come out, right, and she acknowledged and gave a tribute to Rob Redford. Now, they bought Babs out. Now, for you people, your younger people, you do not know who Barbra Streisand is. Barbra Streisand is this big-time actress. She's been around for, 60-something plus years? Something like that. Broadway actress, on-screen actress, musician. Basically, the way I can describe Barbra Streisand, beautiful singing voice. I guess, can I compare her to Sabrina Carpenter? No, I can't. Maybe she's like everybody low-key gooning. That's what you Gen Alpha kids say nowadays, right? Low-key gooning. Yeah, I hope I don't get canceled for saying that. But yes, that's what your grandparents looked forward to seeing when they were growing up. All right. Ask them and they'll tell you who Barbra Streisand is. The only reason why I'm familiar with Barbra Streisand, and come on, it's obvious why I am so interested in Barbra Streisand. Fanny Bryce, funny girl. So anyhow, let's get back to on topic. So one of the Oscar controversies, and oh boy, Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda was furious that she didn't get a chance to, give the tribute to her close friend Rob Redford. Now, Rob Redford passed away last year, because Jane did 4 films with Rob Redford. Babs only did 1 film. I get it. There's egos, there's all that. Apparently, somebody said that at one of the after Oscar parties, Jane was throwing a temper tantrum. Now, I hope that wasn't true, but hey, it's Hollywood. I mean, people are going to act that way for a reason, right? Well, that's life. I want to mention that there was also a tribute to Catherine O'Hara. So there was a quick tribute to Catherine O'Hara last week as well. I forgot who did the tribute to Catherine O'Hara at the Oscars. I mean, I can find out right now. I'm going to Google it and see who did the tribute to her. Right. Rachel McAdams. So that's who did the tribute to Catherine O'Hara. Now, Rob Reiner, the tribute, yes. I think Diane Keaton also got a tribute as well from Babs. But yes, Rob Reiner's tribute was led by Billy Crystal. And yes, it is true that Kiefer Sutherland was also at the Oscars. Right? Well, he was there too. Then, of course, you have... Who else? Right. Meg Ryan was also there. Gotta remember, Harry Met Sally. So yeah, there was some tributes. Very beautiful tributes. As far as the performances, again, you had that tribute to the movie Sinners. And then, of course, the K-pop Urban Hunters. We've had enough of that song already. Oh my God! I'm sorry, but I know there's a fascination with Korean pop music, but enough is enough of that song already. I mean, the only reason why we can't get enough of Olivia Dean Ray, because I guess a lot of single women are listening to that song, and maybe they're getting over the fact that Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter was a thing. I mean, it's still trending. I mean, there's a dance to it. The TikTok dance to it, for crying out loud. But I digress. So, a little bit underwhelming in terms of the whole ceremony itself. Conan did make a joke about, oh, if you're going to watch on YouTube beginning in 2029, once ABC loses the television rights, yeah, how many ads are going to be playing on YouTube? Right here on YouTube. Oh my God. Okay. Let's just get into the overall winners. Supporting role, Sean Penn won for One Battle After Another. I had a feeling he was going to win. Amy Madigan, Weapons as Gladys. Now, nobody really knows who Amy Madigan really is. Right? Think about this. Amy Madigan was nominated back in the 80s in Lust. 40-something years later, she wins for this film. Go figure that out. Now, Sinners did win original screenplay, so that's good. The adapted screenplay was One Battle After Another, so that's the important thing to look at, right? Terms of the other awards, Sean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, Dolly Parton won for her charity efforts. Debbie Allen won for cross genres. Academy Honorary Award, Tom Cruise also got one. Stunt community for filmmaking. Yeah, like a Lifetime Achievement Award. Then, go figure that out. Now, in terms of, again, animated K-pop Demon Hunters 1, that was expected. I mean, animation kind of felt underwhelming. It's always Pixar films that get nominated. It's Zootopia 2, the sequel. I mean, it was the highest grossed animated film of all time for an animated sequel. Think about that. I think it's not streaming on Disney Plus, if I'm correct. But there was that other Pixar film that lost. Just trying to find it right here, right? Yeah, Elio. That's the one, Elio. All right, now, in terms of what did come out of the Best Actor and Actress role, Jessie Buckley won Hamnet Agnes Shakespeare, best known as Anne Hathaway, right? No, not that Anne Hathaway who's going to be in the Devil's Wear Prada 2 sequel. No, don't overthink that one, but there was an Anne Hathaway in Shakespearean times. So, yeah. Hamnet. Shakespeare. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of curious. I want to see this film. Now, supposedly Jessie is Irish. So, lucky her, she got to win 2 days before St. Patrick's Day. Now, one battle after another won. Paul Thomas Anderson, Best Director 2. Best Actor. It could have went either way between Leonardo DiCaprio and Michael B. Jordan. But Michael B. Jordan won. So congratulations to Michael. First Academy Award for him. And I said he was going to win one at some point. Because he's just that talented. So, hopefully many more Oscars to come for Mike. Mike is only 40. Yeah, he just turned 39 back in February. So Mike is only 40 almost. So listen, he'll be nominated for more Academy Awards as time goes along. I mean, he's just that talented. Now, if Timothée Chalamet didn't open his mouth about opera, that'd be a whole nother story, right? But whatever. Is what it is. And by the way, kind of cool for Mike to be celebrating with In-N-Out Burger. That was interesting, right? He took the Oscar trophy and he went right to In-N-Out Burger. That's hilarious. Oh my God. So, that being all said, we have one more show coming up. One more final show and award season coming up. Need my water here. Gotta stay hydrated here. So, talk about the iHeartRadio Awards. Now, I miscounted the amount of days that were to vote. It's my fault on X. Hold me accountable. Oh. That's because I want Sabrina to win. Okay? Let me be clear on that. Now, let me get into the categories that Sabrina was nominated for, okay? Let me get into it. I'm going to read it right here, so let me get into that. So, the amount of awards Sabrina was nominated for, she had Song of the Year, Man-Child, Artist of the Year, what else? I'm trying to find it right here. Right, Pop Artist of the Year. Pop Song of the Year, right? There we go. So, pretty much, I was trying to make sure that the other categories would, like tour thing or, right, best lyrics. So, yeah, some of the fans could vote for them, and I wanted to make sure that, we could vote. Right? Now, there are some notes for this award show. The show on Thursday night, which will be taking place at the Dolby Theater. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? So they just held the Academy Awards in the Dolby Theater. And now they're hosting the iHeartRadio Awards in the same theater? Am I reading this correct? Yeah. Go figure that out. What? Oh my God. So that's where they're holding it. Thursday night, March 26th. It'll be on Fox. It'll be streaming on Fox 1. I think it's an 8 p.m. start time. So anyhow, the award show will be hosted by hip-hop icon Ludacris, a.k.a. his real name, Christopher Bridges. All right. They picked him. Okay. I got no issue with that. Now, in terms of the performances, here's who we know that will be performing. John Mellencamp will be getting an achievement award. So will Miley Cyrus, apparently, and Ludacris as well. Alex Warren will be performing. Kalani will be performing. Lainey Wilson, Ray, TLZ, En Vogue, and Salt and Pepper will also be performing on Thursday night. And voting has concluded. So I'm sorry if you did not get to vote for the iHeartRadio Awards. And I get it. A lot of people overseas were upset that they couldn't participate. I understand that. You know, a lot of these artists have international fans. It happens. So I don't want to make predictions because, again, I'll go over them next week. I'll recap everything because I'm in no mood to do it today because that's just the way it is. So again, Thursday night, Fox 1, 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe a couple of iHeartRadio radio stations will be taking this too. If I am correct, I might be wrong here. But I have a theory that if Sabrina wins, and I hope she does, they will name her to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. And listen, if she gets named, I'm going. Because I'm also hoping that Ariana Grande gets named too. I think they're going to get Ariana Grande there too. Because Ariana's tour wraps up around then. So they could bring in Ariana Grande to do one show. I don't see why not. I'd love to see Ariana. Are you kidding me? It'd be like the last time we get to see Ariana Grande before she's like, let me go focus on acting. You never know. I mean, if Ariana wants to make new music, I'm all for it. So we'll see. We'll see. And trust me, I tried getting tickets to see her at the Barclays Center. They are just too damn expensive. I could go to Brooklyn. I really could. Because all I'd have to do is just take the train to the train from Jamaica and then go right to the Barclays Center, right? Right there. But so freaking expensive. I'm not paying that. Hoping she'll be in Vegas and I'll try to win the iHeartRadio contest and Sabrina will be there too. So, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. So let's quickly go over baseball. Wow, guys. I can't believe it. We're already at baseball season. I'm just like, wow. That's crazy. So, that being all said, I'm sort of nervous about the Mets. That could be iffy. Now, I'll tell you who should be the opening day lineup, okay? So, infield's fine. Bichette should play third. Lindor should play short. Simeon should be playing second. Polanco should be playing first. And, of course, Alvarez should be catching. Outfield should be Soto in left, Robert in center, and then the kid Hinge, Carson Hinge in right. And then DH likely will be Brett Beatty. Likely. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. Well, only time will tell. So, in terms of how things are going to go, a lot of people think the Mets could win 80-something games this year. Right now, they might. Can they make the playoffs? It's going to depend on the bullpen. Because there's still a possibility that Craig Kimbrell might not make the opening day roster. I don't know. I mean, this bullpen, I'm not liking the idea of Devin Williams being the opening day closing pitcher. I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about it. I don't like the idea of it. But in terms of, what could happen, what may not happen, the way things are going right now, the Mets can make the playoffs. But again, bullpen is going to be a problem. Bullpen will be a big issue. So only time will tell what will happen with that. Now, in terms of the Yankees, they are a 90-win plus team. So they're running it back from last year, huh? They're trying to run it back. Now, here's what the Yankees do have going for them. Okay? So the way things should be working is opening night against the Giants, and that game will be on Netflix. Oh my God. But in terms of the infield, it should be Rice at first, Chisholm at second, Caballero at short, and then McMahon at third. Now, here's the thing about Anthony Volpe. They're going to need Volpe back at some point. The Yankees are going to need Anthony Volpe. He's not ready for opening day, which is a problem if you are a Yankee fan, right? Now, again, could they get Goldschmidt back? That could be an issue. That could be an issue. So we'll have to wait and see. Who knows? But outfield for the Yankees, they did bring back Cody Bellinger, so that's good news for the Yankees. Grisham is going to play center, and then, of course, the captain, Aaron Judge, should be playing right field. Catching-wise, Wells is going to be catching. Sometimes you might see Ahmed Rosario come in. So, Ryan McMahon's not going to be playing third every day. Now, in terms of what the rotation is going to look like on opening day, you're going to have Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, Ryan Weathers, Luis Skill. Now, the Yankees are going to get healthy. They're going to get Carlos Rendon back. Garrett Cole likely will be back May or June. We'll see. Now, if I were to give the Mets a win total for this year, I'm going to go 85 wins for the Mets. I think for the Yankees, I will go a safe bet of 90 wins. As a precaution here, 89, 90 wins. In terms of where I think things are going to go, It's obvious the Tigers are going to win the Central. I do see the Mariners winning the West, right? So the Mariners should win the West. But you might want to keep an eye on the Astros. Oh my God. That's going to be interesting to keep an eye on them, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see, you know. Things can be very complicated. Right? Should be an interesting season coming up, right? You know what scares me about the National League East is, again, the Phillies. They should win it. Braves might figure their problems out. They'll figure out what they need to do, right? Should be interesting. So we'll see what happens. We'll see, you know. It's a very long season. Now, National League Central, I think I'll go Cubs as a safe bet to win the Central. I mean, the Dodgers are winning 100 games. So, yes, I'm going to go 85 wins Mets, 90 wins Yankees. So you can hold me accountable to it. Remember, Yankees are going to open in San Francisco on Netflix Wednesday night against the Giants. Mets will be at home on Thursday in Flushing against the Pittsburgh Pirates. That will be an NBC game. There is a exciting dynamic to Freddie Peralta's pitching against Paul Skeens on opening day. So that should be fun to watch that. And away we go. And before I wrap things up for this week, my anxiety is up about the Islanders. There's 13 games left. A buddy of mine is up in Montreal for tonight's game against the Canadiens. So look out for the YouTube shorts. I will be reacting to the last 13 games left. And I'm really nervous. I'm scared the Islanders might not make the playoffs. I really am scared. This season has been a surprise. But if this team does not make the playoffs, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, think about this. At least it's not like the Knicks. The Knicks should be in the playoffs. And by the way, I will mention last night was a scary game. I mean, but the Brooklyn Nets were leading the Knicks, and then the Knicks had to come from behind. And I'll say this. I'm scared that in the playoffs, we can't keep relying on Jalen Brunson to do all the scoring. But at least Karl-Anthony Towns looked good last night. So the Knicks should be in the playoffs. I just want to see quickly, where are the Knicks right now in the Eastern Conference? Just want to see for 1 second here. Where are they in the East? All right, so they're the 3rd seed. So the Knicks still have a mathematical chance to get the 2 seed in the East. Right? Because the high spot, because I don't want the Knicks to fall to a 4. I don't want to play Toronto in the first round. Really? We have to play against RJ Barrett and the Raptors? So listen, 2-3 seed, I'll take it, because then that would likely mean we would either play Philadelphia, Miami, Atlanta, or Orlando. So that's what I'm rooting for in that sense. 2 or 3, I'm fine with. In fact, mathematically, the Knicks are still 5.5 back of the Pistons for the 1 seed, but that's just too much to ask. I don't see it happening. But yeah, the NBA and the NHL are winding down soon. But again, my anxiety is about the Islanders right now, okay? So again, I'll react to those. And away we go. So with that, enjoy the remaining round of 32 games left in the NCAA March Madness tournament. And again, I will recap how things have gone so far next week as we get into the round of 8. That way I can simplify some stuff for you next week on the podcast. So, and by the way, if you want my wrestling thoughts, again, I'm saving that for my WrestleMania predictions on April 18th, all right? So there will be WrestleMania predictions on April 18th. If anybody's asking, yes, there will not be a Whenever Saturday episode then. That I will guarantee you. In fact, I might be doing them from Delmarva. Yeah, I might be in Delmarva getting my condo ready for the season, so who knows? We'll see. So with that, away we go. Thank you for watching. We'll have another episode for you next week. So until the next one, please take care and God bless America.